¿Qué onda? And welcome back to the channel. My name is David. Today, I'm doing another talking head video thingamajig because I have had zero time to make a proper street photography video this week, just because I've had a lot of client gigs this week, and because that's currently paying bills, that takes priority right now. But good news is that I have a community page now on YouTube, which is awesome, so I could actually talk to you guys more directly. And secondly, my channel actually qualified for monetization, so thank you guys so much for the just consistent support and the growth. I'm getting that much closer to making this my full-time gig, and I just can't wait to get there, and I'm just excited to be on this journey and bring you guys for the ride. So with that said, today's video is just going to be one of those what's in my camera bag, particularly what's in my street photography bag for Fujifilm. If you guys want to see a Canon what's in my bag kind of deal, comment down below. I'll make a video on that depending on how well this one does, because I think people are always curious to see what kind of gear people are using to make videos or to take pictures and whatnot. So it's always a fun time with these videos. But without further ado, let's just jump into the B-roll, or I should call it the gear porn, because that's really what everyone likes. So let's go. Alrighty, jumping into the cameras. So I carry two cameras with me. The first is the Fujifilm X-Pro2. I absolutely love this beast of a camera. I mean, just look at it. It looks badass. It's a rangefinder style camera. It has dual card slots, so I have my redundancy if I need it. Battery life's pretty good. It has an optical viewfinder and an EVF hybrid. It's just awesome. It's fantastic to use as a optical viewfinder, DSLR-like, rangefinder-like camera, especially in bright conditions. Having that optical viewfinder, just being able to frame your shot without having to worry if you can't see the LCD panel inside the screen or not, is awesome. You can use the back screen, which is something that I don't know why Fuji did that on the X-Pro3, where they've made it inverse and you have to flip it out. It's just a great camera. And also, I completely realized that I forgot to film the GoPro on the table. So the GoPro I use is the GoPro Hero 8 Black with an ND filter, hence why the footage you're seeing right now is a little dark, because I forgot to take it off because I'm a genius. But other than that, the X-Pro2, awesome camera, love it. I probably am never gonna get rid of this camera. The next one I use is the Fuji X100F. I bought this one recently just because I did want something I could carry with me in a coat, or I could throw in my car's glove box like my friend Manny, where let's say I'm driving and I see a potential photo opportunity, I could just quickly pull that out and take the shot. It's a APS-C style sized sensor. It's basically a mini X-Pro2. It has all the Fujifilm film simulations, all the good shit that Fuji always throws into their cameras. I just like it because it's really small, it's compact, and I typically carry this camera if I have the 90mm with me, just because 137mm is a little tight for wide shots, especially for street photography. So I carry this as kind of like my wide angle establishing shot context style camera. It's great for architecture, as you can see here, and kind of giving context to your subject. It's just a great little camera all around, and I'm very happy to have it. I did want to get the 100V. I just couldn't justify $1,300 when you could pick up the 100F for, I got this for $560 at my local camera shop, and it's in basically mint condition. So yeah, kind of pros and cons, but fantastic camera all around. All right, moving on to the lenses. I have three lenses I use. I don't bring all of them all at once. The first is the Fujifilm XF 35mm f2. First Fujifilm lens you should probably buy for your X mount camera. It's great, it's weather sealed, it's small, it is fast to focus, and it's reliable, it's sharp, it's just badass. And I mean, as you can see here in the footage with the X-Pro2, it pairs perfectly. It's small. People aren't going to really notice you taking their pictures like here. Just kind of blasting this guy from the hip. And it's still fairly wide enough, because 35mm on a APS-C size sensor is about 50 millimeters. So It's about a normal focal length. It's pretty good for some tight detail shots, for some nice wide angles. And again, it's just a great little lens that just gets the job done. And I'm really happy Fuji made these little like Fujicrons, as they call them, that kind of just like, you know you're gonna get a solid piece of glass. And the best part is it's not that expensive. It's like 450 bucks. The next lens I like to use is the Fujifilm XF 16mm f2.8. It's basically a 24-70. There's not a lot to say. It's a 24-70 equivalent. It's the red badge zoom. Think of like Canon L series glass. It's badass. It's weather resistant. It's reliable. And this is just a great lens if you just want to have one lens with you that you're going to travel with. It's always great to have a zoom lens that you could carry with you. 24-70 is a really good range for your general purpose wide angles and your, just kind of like your tighter focal lengths. But fantastic lens. It's not that heavy. On the X-Pro2, it's a little cumbersome to hold. When I had the XT1, it was a little easier to grip just because the grip on that one was a little bit better than the X-Pro2. But again, nothing beats having a zoom. And if you have to have one zoom in your kit, I definitely suggest to get this lens. It's just that good. It's sharp, it's fast to focus, and again, it's reliable. Next lens is the 90mm f2 LMWR. It's 137mm full frame equivalent. It is fan-fucking-tastic for street photography. Oh my god, this is my favorite lens. It has 4 linear motors, so it's stupid fast to focus. It's weather sealed, as you can see here. This is from my most recent rainy day video. And it's just a boss to handle in the rain, especially in the X-Pro2. It pairs really well. It's not too front heavy, which is great. You could easily one-hand it and hold an umbrella in the other. And I have been finding myself shooting in tighter focal lengths just because of what's been going on with COVID and everything. I kind of don't want to get close up to people. So having a 137mm equivalent is fantastic to kind of just snipe people away. And just the compression you get, I mean, look at this. This is fantastic. And it's just so, it's so good. I love it. And it's stupid sharp at f2, which just boggles my mind that Fuji was able to produce a piece of glass this good. It is a little on the pricier side, but it's a fantastic piece of glass for any Fuji kit, really. Like, I highly recommend this piece of glass. Look at this photo, man. It's awesome. Look at those pants. Now for the bag. This is probably my favorite part. So the bag I use is the Moment Rugged Camera Sling 6 liter. In the front pocket, I have a little moleskin journal and some SD cards, because you can never carry too many SD cards. The moleskin's more for just jotting down ideas, or if I like to write stuff as I see it. And then the main compartment right here, it's pretty big. It has a spot for an iPad, and I have a spot for batteries. It's the Fuji, I think is the 126 battery. I also have the 126S, which is a little bit better. And yeah, I mean, it's a really good bag. It's super reliable. It's waterproof because it got rained on and nothing got inside. As you can see here, I'm throwing in my X100F, the X-Pro2 with the 90mm. Kind of sticks out because it's such a big lens, but there's still plenty of room. And then the third pocket on the side is where I go and stuff my chesty mount for the GoPro. Sometimes I'll just already be wearing it, so I'll have extra room for the GoPro to go in there. But if not, I just kind of throw it right behind the X100F, and that's it. And I mean, pretty roomy bag. It's nice. It clips on like this with a buckle, and that's what it looks like from behind. It looks cool. Look at that model, man. And yeah, I mean, you have this extra like support to holster it on your shoulder. I like it because it's not easy to come off, and if somebody were to try to steal it from you, it's gonna be a chore for them. Well, that's all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, double tap the thumbs down button twice. It works every time. Subscribe if you aren't already, and remember, be badass. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.